He's there, always. Always. So we can teach. He will give us the words to say. Those bit-by-bit snippets. Those one-liners that pack the punch of a whole sermon. So number one, we can teach. Orally teaching as a lesson. Second way we teach and instruct is by example. Matthew 5, verse 16. This is one of my favorite verses. Probably because some of the song was really cool. I like the song, but it's a good verse anyways. 5:16. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Another translation says, glorify your Father in heaven. So we teach by example. If Henry's building a house, you can tell his workers, you know, you hold the nail like this, swing the hammer like this, you line up the 2x4s like this, and you make sure your walls are square before you stand them up, because it's easier than trying to correct it later. And he can say all that, now go over there and build a house. Or he can take his worker and say, come with me, I'm going to show you how to build a house. What's more effective? Showing. Showing. Right? I mean, teaching, hearing, and seeing. Some people learn great just by looking at a floor plan. Good. But if it's compounded teaching, instruction and demonstration together, personally, I think that's much more effective, right? And so wherever we go, we're an example. We're a witness of what Christ has done in us. And so we teach others by example. And Jesus gives us an example, John 13. Pastor talked about it this morning during prayer. John 13, verses 12 to 17. When he had washed their feet and put on his outer garments and resumed his place, he said to them, do you understand what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that you also should do, just as I have done to you. Truly, truly, I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. So we know these things. We've been taught. We've heard the word coming across the pulpit for years and years and years. We can repeat the words because we've heard them so often. But Jesus says here, we're blessed if we do the words. Jesus, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Creator of everything that has been created, washing the feet of tax collectors, fishermen, people of low societal standards, showing himself to be a servant. John 8, verse 30, a couple pages back. Even as he spoke, many put their faith in him. who had believed, Jesus said, "If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. If you live by what I say, you are truly my disciples." If we live by what he says. Like I said before, you can believe. I believe in God. Sure, I believe in God. He's out there somewhere looking down over everything. Really doesn't affect my life anything, but sure, I believe there's a God. But Jesus says, if you live by what I say, then you are my disciples. To make a disciple, to teach somebody how to do anything, we need to know first how to do it, right? To teach somebody plumbing, I need to know how to be a good plumber. If I want to teach someone how to be a disciple, I need to know how to be a good disciple.
That's right.
If I need to teach someone how to fix cars, or tell you what's wrong with yours, I need to know how to fix cars. That's all there is to it. I need to know books if I want to teach accounting. That's the way it is. You need to know. So each of us are given different gifts, right? Different talents, different abilities. We have strengths and weaknesses. Everybody does. But we also have a mind, will, and emotions, which we need to discipline as we go through the training that is required. Right? That word, discipline. Who likes that word? Liar. Depends on which side of the coin you're on, right? Yeah. Discipline is one of those words that is often confused with punishment.
It's not the same thing.
Often confused. Most times when you talk about discipline, somebody will say, "No, you shouldn't hit your kids." Why? Discipline is not punishment. Punishment is punishment. I know the difference. I've experienced the difference. Discipline is training.
That's right.
It's conditioning ourselves to behave, act, and conduct ourselves in a certain manner. It's training ourselves to follow a schedule of practice in order to attain a desired or anticipated result. We all have things in life that we want to accomplish, right? Right now I'm renovating my house. I want it to look new and clean and like as if Henry had been working there for 3 weeks. Or 3 months, maybe in my case. But that's not going to happen if I come home from work and I sit on the couch all evening watching noodles about useless show on TV. It doesn't happen. I come home from work, I eat supper, play with my kids for a little while, and then I got to get at it. Because they want the house done just as much as I do or more. They want their roots back. When we're young, we have big dreams. One wants to be a pro athlete, another a doctor or a police officer. All of these things take training. They take discipline in order to meet the requirements of that particular area. If you're the coach of a football team, do you want players on your team who have not trained? Who aren't in shape? What happens? The other team walks all over you. And next week you got to get new players because yours are all in the hospital. Not in shape. You know,